right. Let's make sure we're good and connected. Hello, hello, hello. We good, we good. Good evening, Jolly Tea Drinkers. What we gonna do? Good evening. How are you? Thank you for joining me this evening. Make sure our picture is good. Make sure we got all of our stuff on. Says we're on. Hello, hello. Come on in. You've come to the right place. Come on in. Come in, come in, come in. Stop by and say hello. Good evening, Jolly Tea Drinkers. Oh, look at that. That's exciting. How are you? I'm glad you made it in after the Super Bowl. I said I'd wait until they presented the MVP trophy, and I did. So that you could all watch the game if that's what you wanted to do before we got our calm coloring session on for the evening. So, good evening. Here we are. Here we are. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, come on in. Grab your cup of tea. Grab your coloring page. If you want to color along with me, feel free to grab a copy from my link in the description box. And then you can color along with me. Wouldn't that be great? If not, feel free to just watch me color. I'm gonna just adjust my page a little bit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. But yeah, definitely grab your cup of tea. Oh, I made it all kinds of crooked. And get comfortable. And we are going to color. We'll end the exciting sports night with some calm coloring. What do you think? I think it sounds like a good idea. Put down just a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, there you go. Goodness. This is not a big deal, but you know what? Sometimes I like to see it a little straighter. Good evening. Here's our coloring page for this evening. Of course, we have our flowers and our leaves and our cup of tea and some hearts, you know, for Love Month. And we have our scripture, which is found tonight in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity. All right, well, I hope that today was a good day for you and that you enjoyed your Sunday, that it was not too stressful for you, whether you had the day off or you worked. I hope that you were able to have a relaxing night as you watched the Super Bowl, and or didn't watch the Super Bowl, watched a movie or whatever it was that you did. But I did watch. I watched. So we can talk about it a little bit while we color. Tonight, I figure I can start with this nice coral pink color. I'm using my trusty alcohol-based markers. They have two tips, a nice wide side, big wide spaces, covering shorter period of time. And then you have the small tip side, which is great for I'm gonna really use it tonight with these small leaves that we have in here. Yeah, and even these flower petals in our cup. I like using the small tip. It helps me to stay within the lines, even though I still go outside of the lines. Don't tell anyone. I like that the small tip helps me to better stay within the lines. So let me know if you have a color you want me to use tonight. Like I said, we'll start with this nice pink. I just happened to pick it up. And we have lots of flowers. So we have lots of flowers to color and cover this evening. So feel free if you have something on your mind that you want to see on our page, a color that you want to see on our page that we might have, let me know in the comments. I think I might make this all one color, this particular flower. Usually I make them multicolored. Oh, this is a nice color. It's like a pinkish light red. I think it's pretty nice. Yeah, check that out. Maybe a little bit of here. There you go. So what if I made each of these a different color? What do you think about that? How about I break out that yellow? Let's see. We'll check out this yellow right here. Maybe this one. Oh, this is like a darker yellow. This one is called Marigold. So it's a little bit darker than what I was thinking, but that's okay. We can still use it. So did you watch the Super Bowl? Now let me know, do you watch the Super Bowl for the game or for the commercials like me? I probably couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in that game. I did watch a little bit of the game, but you know, I was there for the commercials, so probably couldn't explain a single thing that happened there. But it was a pretty exciting game from what I watched and understood. Football isn't for all of us, but that's okay. It was fun to watch. And of course, because I'm there for the commercials, there were a couple that stuck out in my mind. Did you like any of the commercials? Did you catch any of the commercials? There's always some interesting ones every year. They try to grab certain actors and pop them in the commercials. They do things to make us laugh, and I appreciate that. Hi, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I appreciate that you are enjoying what you're seeing. Let me think of what commercial popped out at me. There was an Uber Eats commercial that talked about how football was created to sell food. Because whenever you watch football or the Super Bowl, for me the Super Bowl because I'm not usually watching football, there's always these food commercials. You know, every commercial there's something about food. And it always looks so good too, right? I mean, I've never seen pizza slices look that good in real life. I've never, when they, take the slice of cheese and they just pull it and all the cheese is like stretching beautifully on television. I've never seen that happen in real life, but on television, like, when you're watching it online, it just looks so beautiful. It's amazing. And so when I saw that commercial, it really made me think about that because I'm like, that's what I see whenever I watch Super Bowl. There's always a food commercial. They're always trying to get you to go and order some wings or something, and it always looks so good. It always looks amazingly good. Let me see what color we want to use on the other flower. I think I want to do... I'm gonna try this color here. But yeah, that was fun. That was funny, and it was Uber Eats. So Uber Eats is about getting food. So it was a clever little commercial to get you to buy some food during the game. I'm sure that it worked really well. What else did we see? We saw there was one, I think it was for a company called WeatherTech, and it was these older women, and they were like, I guess, being wild and free and driving all over the city and causing trouble, and I think they ended up in jail. I was trying to process that commercial while I was watching it. But that one stuck out to me. I don't recall what them being wild and free had to do with weather tech, but I'm sure if I watched it again, I would get it. I might need to go online and try to find those commercials again, just to kind of go, oh, that's what that was about. um, Still fun to watch. Let me think. There were two commercials that were like about hair flying. There was one with Eugene Levy, and the hair, he was eating something. I want to say Pringles, maybe? I don't remember. He was eating something, something happened in his eyebrows. The hair of his eyebrows, his brow hairs, flew off of his face, and because I guess he was so shocked, and it just flew around, I guess, the world. I don't know, and stopped in different places, and it was amusing. And the reason why it stuck out to me was because there was another commercial, I want to say Pringles, where something similar happened, but it was somebody's mustache blew off, and the hair from his mustache and then other mustaches went flying around, and I was a little confused, but it was memorable because they both were about hair. So that was their plan, mission accomplished. And I think that's the plan, Super Bowl Sunday, is to get you to remember the commercials so that you go back, go online, you look for it, or you look for the product, and you go and purchase the product. So they always have to be clever. They have to do something that's funny, something that's going to draw your attention and get you to remember them and look them up or purchase their products. So those two did stand out because of the hair. So well done, commercial people, well done. Now, of course, I don't remember what the first product was, so. But I remember it enough that I would go back and maybe look it up. Okay, so we have a yellow, we have pink and blue. And what color should we make this? What do you think? Should we get maybe an orange, or will it be too close to this? Should we get a red, or will it be too close to this? Ooh, purple, our trusty purple. What do you think? Like a light purple. Let's see what we have. What's my light purple? I think this is the light one that I had. Let's check it and see. Oh yeah, that's okay, right? What do you think? I think that kind of works. What else? We did see, I saw a commercial for, I think it was TurboTax with Issa Rae, and she and a bunch of other people were trying to grab all of their tax documents in boxes, and they were trying to rush down to their tax office only to find that the office was closed. And then finally they decided to do, I think it was TurboTax, do their phone or online, and she was trying to say, hey, save time, save your stress and your stress level, and let somebody handle it for you at this company. And then the thing that really stuck out to me, I'm ashamed to say, is that she had her box of tax documents on the chair next to her, but at the end it turned out that that box was actually cake. So she took a knife and she sliced into that cake, and she was eating that cake. And I was pleasantly surprised to see that it was cake. As I do enjoy some cake, and on occasion. And that's what stuck out to me on that one. So yeah, I'm sure these companies, as they're developing these commercials, really do think about, okay, what's going to stick out to the people after they see them. So they always got to have something. Did anybody see that commercial? Yeah. I always enjoy seeing what actor is going to pop up in these commercials. Sometimes they can be really funny. Matthew McConaughey popped up like 10,000 times. He was in, 5 different commercials? I was like, he's really popular, huh? He's really popular this year. I mean, he's funny. He's really funny. fun to watch, so I'm sure that that really helped. But I did see him pop up in, I think, 5 commercials for different products. He was cleaning up. But he was funny. Um, and Woody Harrelson was in, I think, 2 of them. So they were a little comedy duo there. And I can't even tell you what the company was for that. So, so I remember he was there, but I don't remember what the company was. So I have to go back and look at that to see. But it's fun to watch. Oh no. Hold on, got a whole light going out here. That's not cool. Oh, our light went out. That stinks. Let me fix it. Live coloring. But yeah, they were fun to watch, as always. Oh, that's exciting. Definitely need a new ring light, huh? Alright, well, there we go. Alright, well, I guess my light is trying to malfunction on me here. Just fun and exciting. That's okay. Alright, we got some light back. We got some light back. But yeah, that was cool. We were here in our purple. We won't let lighting mishaps deter our calm coloring. No, we shall continue to color. We will color on. Let's see, what else did we see? What other commercials did we see that you liked? You know what I kind of missed? Or maybe I missed it. Was there one every year there used to be this, I want to say Budweiser, the commercials with the horses. You know, the classic Budweiser horse commercials. Did I miss it this year? Did they have it and I missed it? I might have to go back online and look to see. Because I used to love those every year. They were really sweet. With those horses. They used to be kind of like, you know, sad though. Sometimes they would really make it like dramatic and emotional. But they were sweet, so I did used to enjoy seeing those. I don't know if I missed it this year. I definitely need to look. But they were classic every year during the Super Bowl. They would always break out the commercial with the horses. Hey! Tonight was the Super Bowl, yes. Yep, tonight was the Super Bowl. I waited until after the MVP trophy was presented before I went live. But yeah, Philadelphia Eagles won the game. I don't know if you were, well, clearly you didn't even know it was on, so you weren't rooting for anyone, but but yeah, it was on. So I was just talking about some of the commercials that stuck out to me that I remember seeing. There was a commercial for, yep. I'm not a football fan either. I'm a baseball fan actually. But football, I don't tend to watch. I only watch football once a year, and it's specifically the Super Bowl. It's really for the commercials. I really enjoy looking at the commercials. So yeah, so I make sure to tune in for that. I really, really do. Yeah. So yeah, I was just talking about some of the commercials that I remember seeing and what products they were for, and they stuck out. There was a commercial for, I guess it's a sequel to the movie Megan, which I never saw, which is, I guess, a horror movie, yes? And it's so funny, I never saw the movie, but I remember all of the hype about it around the time when it came out, like the dance sequence and all of this stuff. So when I saw the commercial, it was just a silhouette of the robot girl dancing, and I immediately knew what the movie was. So those are people who know how to put their stuff together. Like the fact that I had never seen the movie, but I knew exactly what that was the moment I saw the silhouette. I I was like, oh no, I know exactly what this is for. And I'm grateful that they didn't show any kind of horror images because I just can't take all that. Um, but it was clever advertising. I thought, despite it being a horror movie, I thought it was a good promo for that movie. People overhype. Oh yeah. Oh, you mean football? People overhype football? Well, people love football. It's definitely one of those things. I think that when you're a football fan, you are a fan. Like you are in it, and you are, people who love football love it. So it's like whatever sport that you really enjoy, that's what you're gonna be really excited about. So I completely understand. You should see me during baseball season. But I yeah, it's fun, and people are really really invested in football. They get really excited about it. So I understand. I get it. And of course, the halftime show is always something I watch too. I really enjoy the production value of the halftime show. I mean, whoever is performing, it's not like as much of a draw to me as the actual production of that show. I mean, those people set that up in what, 10 minutes? From the time that they call halftime to the time that the show begins, it's like 10 minutes. They do amazing work. Those production people are just incredible. They set it up in 10 minutes, and then they break it down in 10 minutes. It's just like, it's just amazing. I kind of wish that there were some, and maybe they are. Let me know if you guys know if there are behind the scenes type of videos on YouTube. I would really like to watch some of that stuff. Time lapses or something. But I admire the production team for the Super Bowl halftime show. Every year they just kill the game with that, with their work. Let me see what yellow, green. You said no, the movie. Oh, they overhyped the movie. Did you see that movie? When it came out I think it was last year. Was it last year or was it the year before? Did you watch that movie, Megan? I don't like horror movies, so I was not about that. But I remember it when it came out. Yeah, it was terrible. It seemed to really take on like what they would used to, I don't know if they still say this, but like the cult status where it's like it kind of picks up steam in a way that's outside of the mainstream, and then it becomes mainstream because it's picking up steam. So maybe that's not the term, I don't remember, but that's what it reminds me of whenever I would hear people talk about that movie. They really like loved how bad it was, I guess. I won't say bad, but how it was not how it was made them love it even more, the way it was made. Now I can tell you the way it was made, so I'm not gonna try to make up words for that right now in my tiredness. But I remember it was sort of a big hit, particularly this dance scene. And I never saw the dance scene, but I remember hearing people talk about it. So apparently she's gonna dance again because they know that the people want to see the dance. so yeah. Are you still gonna watch this new one, even though you said it was horrible? Would you still tune in to watch the new one just to see what happens because you saw the old one? Sometimes you have a sequel and you're just like, I have to watch it even though I know it's gonna be bad. I don't do that so much anymore, but I used to. Alright, so I got this one green down here, but I'm gonna add some other greens. I kind of went outside of the lines, but I like how it looks, the effect that it created. Yep. What'd you think of the halftime show? Are you a fan of Kendrick Lamar? Probably months later. Oh yeah. I hear you on that. Yeah. If you can wait to to stream it for free, definitely do that. Yeah. I don't even think that they keep movies in the theaters like for a long period of time like they used to. I think they're in and out like almost immediately, it seems. And I think some movies actually do both somehow, right? Where it's available to stream and it's in theaters the same day, but they have you pay for the stream. Oh, I forgot about coloring this flower. What color should I make this flower over here? Let me know what you think. Oh, okay, yep, I have time on YouTube, yeah. Food and drinks. Okay, yellow flower. Yes, I mean, Super Bowl is the ultimate excuse. Okay, let me know what color. I think Super Bowl is the ultimate excuse to eat the bad foods. It's the commercials alone get you, you know? You look at those wings and you're like, I gotta have some. Let me order something. And yes, I believe that they are very, very much about food. So you're always thinking pizza or something. It's part of the business. So this time I'm not doing individual segments. I'm just making the entire leaf that color. But I'm going to do multiple colors on our leaves all around. Actually, yes, light yellow. Okay, hold on. I got one for you. I have this one. Yeah, that works. Yeah, because this was another yellow, but it was like a darker colored yellow, darker shade of yellow. Oh, there was a really sweet commercial with this little girl who was on a farm and she picked up a potato that fell off of a truck and she decided to plant that potato and she watered it and she took care of it. She stayed with it day and night. She had a little camping tent outside and there was one scene where the wind was blowing and she was out there with her umbrella trying to protect the potato, the bush, the tree. And then one day she dug into the ground and she was able to, oh my gosh, she was able to get the potato to grow her very own potato. It was really sweet. I like that one a lot. Pardon me. And she was able to grow her very own potato. It was really, really sweet. That's exciting. Gotta love the fact that my light was like deciding to act so special. I guess it's upset. Like, hey, girl, you did not come early because you decided to watch the Super Bowl. Yep. All right. Well, clearly it's time for me to get a new light, huh? Let me know in the comments below what I should get. Hold on. I'm gonna compensate with another light. What's that? A little brighter? Can you see that? Technical difficulties. Crazy. But that's okay. You know what? It's nice mood lighting. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep going for now. Something creepy was gonna happen with the potato. I thought so too. I thought that something creepy was gonna happen with the potatoes too. I was worried that this was gonna become a sad story with this little child and her potatoes. But it didn't. It was okay. Turned out it was all right. Can you see this picture? Or do I need to pull in more light? Let me know. But I thought it was sweet. She grew a potato and then she put it on the truck, her very own potato on the truck, and then it looked like that potato helped to create a bag of Lay's potato chips. and and she was just so happy and so proud of herself, and it was sweet. I thought it was sweet. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I thought it was so sweet. So that one stuck out for me. And yeah, and I think the tagline on that video, that commercial, was something about "this is what joy feels like." And I thought that was really, really well done. The girl looked so joyful. She was so proud of herself. And I just thought it was so sweet that she was like, "My little potato made this big old bag of Lay's potato chips." It was sweet. It was really sweet. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm glad you can see. Thank you for letting me know. Definitely next on the list. New ring light. It was working fine before, but maybe it's mad about the Philadelphia Eagles winning. Maybe my ring light wanted the Chiefs to win, and now it's kind of just trying to just act up. Look at that. Okay. I like it. Some nice colors over here. I'm gonna do this one. It feels so weird doing the entire leaf because I'm so used to doing the individual segments. But I like it, and I think I want to go through and make each of these leaves different colors, so we can make them. If you have a color that you want me to use, we can do that because we've got plenty. And of course, we have our teacup. So let me know what color you want the teacup stripes to be. We've got some stripes. We can make each stripe a different color too. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I think that was my Superbowl wrap up. I talked about like 5 different commercials. I was only going to bring up one really, but I remembered a few. So. And I successfully did not buy any wings or pizza while I was watching these commercials. I think that's a success because you just feel like ordering something when you see it sometimes. How's that? Maybe right here. All right, let's see what other colors we can grab for these leaves. I think I want to grab kind of a dark blue. Maybe, oh, might be too dark. Or not. What do you think? What do you think about that one? as dark as the hearts. Yeah, okay, so let me choose a different color. Check this one out. Oh, slightly lighter. It's lighter, it's just... What do you think about that one? Let me try something. So that way, that blue is a little bit lighter. Are you feeling that blue there? I'll put it over here so you can see it again. Right? Or is that still too dark? Sorry, I'm gonna shake the table. You can also try an orange. Oh, look at that. An orange leaf. How's that? There you go. So what did you watch instead of the Super Bowl? What were you watching instead? Were you watching a movie? What's that? It's a different color, right? You too. Oh yeah. That's cool. I mean, not everyone watches the Super Bowl. It's just one of those big events. Like in the month of February, they usually have 3 big events. It's the Grammys, the Grammy Awards, the Super Bowl, and NBA All-Star Weekend. Now, I believe that's next weekend. I do also watch NBA All-Star Weekend. That's the one time a year I watch basketball. NBA All-Star Weekend gets the Super Bowl treatment. Basketball gets the Super Bowl treatment. It's like once a year, I watch it. So I think that's next weekend, actually. And that's usually fun to watch. How are I feeling about this? How are I feeling about this? I forgot about these leaves right here. Do you like seeing orange leaves, or does it trip you up a little bit? Like, why are these leaves orange? There we go. Actually, I want to make ours orange. There you go. Oh, glad you like it. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what colors to add in here. I was gonna add other colors, but I like this particular combination, the green, orange, this blue. Even this dark blue kind of works in there. Um, I'm trying to space them out. Green. So it's nice of you to join me here for this calming games are action-packed, so I think it's always great to be able to, calm down after you've watched it. You want the dark blue one right here? Dark blue one there. This one right here. I grab that dark blue one. Darker. Was it this one? Jasper? I think it was the one with the leg. I think it was this one. I think I was going to make this one green and make this one blue. Yeah. And then think about our teacup right here and what color you want us to use. I think it'd be cool to use 3 different colors. See, the 3 stripe areas. Now we could make it the 3 colors of these flowers right here, or the 3 colors that we're using, 3 of the colors we're using here. That would look cool. This green, the orange, and that blue. Not the darker one. Yeah, this one kind of blurs out the black. I like it. Okay. Let's check out our colors on our teacup. I think I'd like to make on the top of the teacup this orange. This is tricky because there's polka dots in the middle. There we go. I didn't make a cup of tea this evening to color. Came straight from the game to my coloring. Hopefully you were able to make your cup of tea to relax as you watch me color. Relaxation is the whole purpose. Oh, I like that. I like that. Alright, and then I was going to take this, maybe this color here, and then this color here. Let's try that. Yeah, with the lighter, this green Unless you have a different idea, let me know. And, oh, you know what? Because I made this leaf orange, I probably should make this plate a different color. What do you think? Maybe yellow instead, so that it doesn't blend in, pardon me, with the orange. Know what I mean? Because the orange is going to be sitting on the plate. So I'm going to use, once I use this color, I could also use this color. That one right there. Let's do that. What do you think? This one right here, that's on the handle, and this second stripe, I could use that on the plate. Do you like the idea of that, or would you rather have me do it in yellow? I also want to make this one that color. I should have thought about that a little bit more before I did that. It's not actually touching the plate, so it could still work. I think actually, if these colors are here, a yellow plate like this might actually be a good idea. Right. Alright, yeah. I know it sounds all indecisive, huh? I could use yellow. I might want to put some yellow in these leaves. First, the plate. Maybe one of these nights we can do a full viewer's choice coloring session where you guys completely can control the coloring, the colors that I use for the entire coloring sheet. Every little dot and speckle and leaf. That might be fun. Wouldn't it be funny to hear that the football players, when they, finish a game, they like to calmly color on when they finish all the running around on the field and everything. I'll do the whole thing. They like to color. They grab their markers and they like to, just sit quietly and color. That would be a hilarious thing to hear. I would love to hear that, actually. Yeah, good choice. I like how that looks with that. And I'll put the yellow heart right here. Yeah, that works. Yeah, we have really good collaborations when it comes to color choices. So it'd be great if you, the whole sheet, to have you collaborate with me. You know what? I'm going to do this. And over here. I want to make this tea a different color. Okay. Oh, that is not the color I was going for, but hold on, you know what? Let me finish it out. I'll finish up that later. Oh, that's better. Some golden colored tea. Here we go. And I wonder why. I'm just gonna sealing up some of the spots right there. Didn't quite work the way I was hoping for, but that was okay. That was okay. And then let me grab this guy back from my scripture, which is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity. These three, but the greatest of these is charity. Love. And it was kind of a quick color tonight, huh? That works out, you know. It was an early morning for some of you. And then you were all excited and worked up by the game. And now you have an opportunity to relax and find your way to bed. Unless you're so excited that you're out there in the streets cheering on the Philadelphia Eagles. Hopefully you decided to just head on home and, you know, just find out about the victory parade tomorrow. Yeah. And hopefully this coloring session was calming for you and was just a good way to start your peaceful night. What color should I use with this? I'm gonna go with that green. Of course, if you need more help kind of relaxing yourself after that victorious win or loss if you're a fan of the other team, feel free to take a listen to one of our bedtime tea adult sleep stories. They are light and easy. It's a whole playlist. Take a look. Take a listen. They're just light stories that are just great for kind of getting your mind off of other things so that you can relax and go to sleep. New story coming soon, by the way. You should have a new story for you very soon. It's very interesting. Someone even suggested that I do a story reading live. I'm considering it. Oh yeah. That's an idea, yeah. And I do get into reading the stories a lot, like I get into it. So if I'm doing it live, I don't know. I mean, it'll be much more dramatic. So it's probably better for me to record it, but I'm gonna think about it. I can also maybe do, oh, I missed a leaf right here. A short story live. We can test that theory and see how that works. Good, there was no one. Did I miss any other leaves? No, pretty good. Just like half a heart. Now making a full heart. Check it out. Yes, there's our masterpiece. Voila. Thank you for your input on our flowers. I like the different colors that we chose. The yellow right here, this little pinkish red, the blue and the purple with the yellow and the inside. And of course our multicolored leaves. I like those a lot. I thought this color combination really worked with the green and that blue teal color and the orange. Even this dark blue one, it dried lighter. Do you see how it dried lighter? So as I work with the alcohol markers as a beginner, I've noticed that you can, sometimes you have to, and actually I might make that one of our lives, which is you color swatch it, like you actually draw out the markers on a little color swatch so that you can see what they look like when they dry. Because a lot of times, well, you've seen it, they're different than what they look like on the cap. And so the swatch, like if you color it out, you make the swatch with each color that you want to use, you can see what it's really going to look like. You can see what it looks like when it hits the paper. And a lot of times what they look like from what they look like from the tip of the color on the marker to the color when you first hit the paper to when they dry, it's like 3 different colors. So we should do just maybe one night where we just do the color swatch. And try to, before we color, like just figure out what colors we want to use. We'll do like a swatch first. So yeah, that'll be interesting. And then of course I gotta get my colored pencils. We gotta do some fun with that as well. But I like how this came out as well, like our yellow flower over here, our yellow saucer plate right here, and our cup, our multicolored cup with the polka dots and the stripes, very unique. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a relaxing session with us, that you enjoyed your time, and that you are feeling much more relaxed than you did when you first clicked on the video. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me after the Super Bowl. And thank you for a fun and entertaining Super Bowl recap. That was really great too. So I hope you have a good night. Good night. And maybe we'll do it again tomorrow night. We'll see. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you again. Until next time, Jolly Tea Drinkers.